Tuesday, July 24th, was a historic day in the National Assembly, a day that saw 52 lawmakers defect from the ruling All Progressives Congress APC to the opposition People's Democratic Party PDP. I'm Linda Akibe, and you're welcome to the Gavel. In the Senate, 14 senators of the All Progressives Congress dumped the party on that day in a move many had anticipated. A similar development occurred in the House of Representatives, where 37 lawmakers walked out of the party. Now, on the day when the defection took place, Anti-Graft Agency EFCC cordoned off the residence of a Deputy Senate President, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, and the Senate President, Senator Bukola Saraki, alleged that security operatives stopped his convoy from leaving his street to the National Assembly. Curiously, lawmakers from the APC in the House of Representatives have been reluctant to comment on the incident concerning the Senate and Deputy Senate President.
On the morning of July 24th, news filtered in that the residence of the Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu had been cordoned off by security operatives who prevented him from leaving his home. A crew from Channels Television was stopped from gaining access to his residence in Apo Legislative Quarters, Abuja. But an aide to the Deputy Senate President confirmed to Channels Television that Senator Ekweremadu was prevented from leaving his house to attend plenary at the National Assembly. Reports also emerged on the same Tuesday morning that security operatives were at the residence of the Senate President and stopped his convoy from leaving his home. The Senate President was expected to report to the Police Intelligence Response Team in connection with the bank robbery and murder of 31 persons in Kwara State. In the National Assembly, the mood was tense. The whereabouts of the Senate Presidents were unknown, and it was not clear if Tuesday's legislative proceedings would hold. However, security operatives were positioned in strategic places in the lobby of the National Assembly. At about 8:30 a.m., lawmakers began to trickle into the Senate chamber, an uncharacteristic development as they would normally not convene this early, and a pointer that something was about to happen. Suddenly, at 10:40 a.m., Senate President Bukola Saraki, dressed in a white agbada, walked into the Senate chamber. He went straight to the business of the day, announcing the defection of some senators.
After due consultation with our constituents and stakeholders in our constituency, in proper recognition of Section 681G of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and for the fact of our party, the All Progressives, is hereby majority faction, we hereby inform the Senate that we, the undersigned, Senator Dine Milai Kogi West, Senator Bernardi Gebas Ganade, Benue State, Senator Ibrahim Dambaba, Sokoto State, Senator Shaba Lafaji Kwara North, Senator Mohamed Shitu Jigawa, Senator Rafi Ibrahim Kwara South, Senator Unkui Kaduna North, Senator Isa Haman Bauchi Central, Senator Mosura Sumoni Oyo Central, Senator Shoji Akombi Oyo South, Senator Usman Bayo Nafada Gombe North, Senator Musa Kwankoso Kano Central, Senator Nazif Bauchi North, Senator Alen Wadi Chejoshu Ogun Central, hereby informed that we the undersigned are changing our political affiliation from the All Progressives Congress to the People's Democratic Party. We thank you for your exemplary leadership. As always, yours sincerely.
Senate Majority Leader Ahmed Lawan appealed to the defecting senators, but his appeal is ignored.
Very seriously speaking, this matter should be stepped down until we exhaust all the opportunities. And I want to assure, Mr. President, I want to assure all of us here on this side that what will come out of the synergy is going to address everybody's issues.
As we speak now, the Deputy Senate President cannot get out of his house. He's under siege. This morning, I could not also in my own street as well, all by efforts by some people that believe that today's sitting must not hold because some members want to move or defect. This is not something that has started today. It will not end today. People have gone, they've come back, as you rightly said. But these kind of actions does not allow for what you are saying. You are speaking as a leader of the Senate who has been here for many years. And as such, but how the someone like DSP, as I'm talking to him now, he can't come out of his house, being siege. So these are the challenges. But it appears, even as I'm speaking to you now, I think I read you 14 names. I just have to add one more. Senator Yako just added his name to the list to page 15. So, but the point you have made is well noted, and I hope that we must save this democracy. People have free association. They can even go back tomorrow. I've been sitting here, I think over 15 people have decamped or defected to one party or the other. There has been no siege. People have come here, they've moved, they've got off, they've moved across. We have even joked and jest and pulled them back. I don't believe that this should come to this level where people will be dead under siege for something that is, at the end of the day, is personal to them.
Some PDP lawmakers welcomed their colleagues who defected.
Mr. President, I want to especially welcome and congratulate those who have decided to join the People's Democratic Party. Mr. President, there's a level to which you can cage people, there's a level to which you can intimidate people, and there's a level to which people, when they feel that they are not safe, they feel that it is time to move and forge ahead.
Lawmakers then raised points of order in quick succession over what they described as matters of great concern.
We want to know what Senator Ike Ekweremadu has done to warrant that he cannot move out from his house. We have insinuations that today's sitting is going to be turbulent. We had insinuations, my people told me, that they said today's sitting will not hold. My people told me that they heard that some people are going to defect, and because of that they don't want him to come to the sitting. They also told me that they don't want the Senate President to come, so that nobody will be here. Both the presiding officers will not be here. But we thank God here today that the Senate President is in this place. But my brother from Enugu State could not come here today. He wished to be in these chambers, Mr. President. And I'm using this opportunity, speaking the minds of all the people from Enugu State and the entire southeast region of this country, and Nigerians, the lovers of democracy, and people who want freedom, that everybody should call the Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to call, to give directive to all the agencies that have cordoned the house of Ekweremadu, to leave his house alone, to leave his house and vicinity, and allow him to come out from the imprisonment he has been subjected since 7 a.m. this morning.
The Senate President announced that the Senate is to proceed on an immediate recess to resume on September 25th. The adjournment of plenary came 2 days earlier as the National Assembly was scheduled to adjourn for the long recess on July 26th.
The wave of defections also hit the House of Representatives.
Just as lawmakers in the Senate announced their intention to defect from the ruling APC to other political parties, the House of Representatives got set for legislative proceedings for the day. It was, however, obvious that some lawmakers in the lower chamber had a similar plan with that of their colleagues in the Senate. As the Speaker of the House arrived, lawmakers moved to commence plenary.
Almighty God, Creator
ruler of heaven and earth.
They then attended to some items on the order paper, but it was clear what everyone was waiting for.
We, the members of the House of Representatives, sponsored by the All Progressive Congress, APC, wish to notify you of the change of our political party from APC to the People's Democratic Party. This is a result of factionalization or division of our party at all levels, leading especially with two different chairmen claiming leadership of the party. We make this notification of fulfillment of the provisions section 68(1) subsection G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and all other laws, precedents, and facts enabling us in that behalf.
He read letters from 36 members announcing their defection from the ruling All Progressives Congress, 32 to the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, and 4 to the African Democratic Congress.
Honorable Impigi Brinada, Representative Aliu Madaki, Honorable Dixon Takir, Honorable Razak Atunwa, Honorable Emmanuel M. Udende, Honorable Rabiu G. Kaugama, Honorable Amuda Kanike, AG, Honorable Ahmed Garba Bichi, Honorable Aminus Shehu Shagari, Honorable Kabiru Marafa Chida, Honorable Abdul Samad Dasuki, Honorable Gaba Ibrahim Mohammed, Honorable Salisu Zakari, Honorable Ikani Benjamin Okolo, Honorable Zakari Mohammed,
The House had barely settled down when another lawmaker rose to announce his resignation from the party, without stating which party he is moving to. Members of the majority party immediately raised points of order.
Mr. Speaker, the members sponsored under the platform of the APC are members of the APC. If they move from the APC to any political party, Mr. Speaker, it is a must that you must declare their seats vacant, Mr. Speaker.
It's very clear, Mr. Speaker, that the APC has no function or division of any kind. And because of this, Mr. Speaker, I request my honorable colleagues to honorably and respectfully resign their seats and return our ticket. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, I ask you in accordance with this to declare the receipt back.
Membership of the latter political party is a result of division in the political party for which he was elected as a member, or merger of two or more political parties or faction of which he was previously sponsored. Mr. Speaker, I am a member of RAPC under the leadership of Engineer Buba Galadima. And now I have left RAPC and I'm a member of
The Speaker then gave this ruling.
In the course of this assembly, they have been crisscrossing from one party to the other. And I've been consistent in maintaining that issue of division, factionalization is always a question of facts. And it's the same position I will maintain today. Because what will save the Speaker is impartiality. And justice to one is justice to another. So the same ruling is the same ruling I'm maintaining today.
A ruling that was chaired by some lawmakers. The House has also adjourned sitting till the 25th of September. The lawmakers will be resuming at a time when parties will be conducting primaries, and the ramification of these defections will become clearer in the run-up to the 2019 general elections.